no sweat. That's like work, no sweat. I got a bunch of soldiers I can go get. They doing something, they ain't no threat. And I ain't fell victim to you, holy shit. No sweat, no sweat. They try to still be running through their whole set. They think they doing something, they ain't no threat. And I ain't fell victim to you, whole shit. I ain't top 40 or nothing, but I can do that. To make a single is no biggie, not even two that. My tracks beat so hard, leave a nigga blue black. And when it flood, had a young blood, like how you do that. I'm old school, straight out the city, like I'm a new jack. And I was raised in these streets, now where was you at? See, I'm the type of boss that walk in like where the loot at. And you the type of sucker that real niggas can shoot at. Enough about me and you, cause we know what the difference is. Y'all talk too much, like combat Tennessee. I'm about to birth this beat, hope I don't leave no witnesses. When we slide through, it's real niggas on the premises. You think you done seen it all, but it's just a genesis. Say you wanna run it, you better lace up your tennis. Ain't about how you can get it, nigga, it's how you finish it. We put in that work, and now it's time to reap the benefit. That's like work, no sweat. I got a bunch of soldiers I can go get. They think they doing something, they ain't no threat. And I ain't fell victim to you, holy shit. No sweat, no sweat. They try to still be running through their whole set. They think they doing something, they ain't no threat. And I ain't fell victim to you, whole shit. My job is being the man, I'm still doing it. Now watch me eat these beats alive, not even chewing it. Get these young niggas the game and then they ruin it. You might as well sit your ass down until I'm through it. I remember beatboxing and freestyling with Super Jet. That nigga caught 15 years over some stupid shit. We used to dream about this rap thing becoming lucrative, but now my whole aim has changed. I'm chasing rulership. My dogs came to bring the pain, but we not Wu-Tang. We walk in, we shut shit down. That's how we do things. These rap niggas lie. We come to give you that true thing. And all my rhymes based on a true story like 2K. How did them blue flames? We ain't cooling down though. Headed to the top. We started off at the ground floor. Y'all niggas brown nose like y'all on the down low. Game over. What you clowns still hanging around? That's like work, no sweat. I got a bunch of soldiers I can go get. They think they doing something, they ain't no threat. And I ain't fell victim to you, holy shit. No sweat, no sweat. They try to still be running through their whole set. They think they doing something, they ain't no threat. And I ain't fell victim to you, holy shit. No sweat, no sweat. No sweat. No sweat.
Shalom, Israel. This is Priest and Officer Yeshaya filling in for Priest and Officer Shauna Posh on the I.S.U.P.K. Houston Thursday night scripture breakdown class. Today we're gonna get into something very fundamental, you know what I'm saying, basic, you know what I'm saying. We got a lot of people, a lot of new people watching the class, you know, a lot of people reposting the class, touching out to different, you know, regions of people. So we're gonna touch on something very basic. It's something very simple, you know, very simple to understand. It's gonna jump from one thing to another, and it includes three things really, you know, and they all very basic to understand. So what I'm gonna jump right into it. You know, the Christian church says that Christ, you know, the image of Christ, the image of Christ that the Christian church puts up is a white man with stringy hair like a dog and blue eyes. You know, and nowhere in the Bible does it say that Christ has blue eyes and he has stringy like dog hair. Nowhere in the Bible does it says that. You know, on none of these accounts does it say that Christ has blue eyes, you know, or white skin, you know, a stringy like dog hair, you know, or homosexual or feminine, you know, mannerisms. You know, this the image that society likes to portray of our king, you know, and just think about it. black people, if you're looking at this image of Christ, subconsciously you're gonna follow. This the man that supposedly laid down his life for you. Put his life on the line for you, took the heat for you. So you're gonna want to portray that image of your king, the greatest man to ever walk the face of the earth. So the Christian church and society puts up Christ as a white man with blue eyes and stringy like dog hair. Well, we're gonna jump right into it, but before we do, I'm gonna get Isaiah chapter 28, verse 9 through 10. Just to get a little understanding on how you should get to understand these scriptures. You know what I'm saying? How you should bring out these scriptures. So I'm gonna get right into it. The book of Isaiah chapter 28, verse 9. Whom shall he teach knowledge? And whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Now, this scripture is saying, whom shall he teach knowledge? Whom shall he make to understand doctrine? It's very basic. It's a question being asked. So whom shall he do this to? That's the question that's being asked. It's kind of rhetorical. We'll get back into it. Now, the rest of this verse says, them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. You know what I'm saying? You have to be weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. Like, you're watching these I.S.U.P.K videos. You know what I'm saying? You stumble across the truth just scrolling on Facebook through one of your friends' timeline or something like that. You're on your timeline and your friend reposted something and it's on your timeline. Now you're watching it. Now, you know what I'm saying? You're starting to like these videos that you're seeing, so you're getting more in depth into it. But how can you understand the truth? How can you understand this doctrine or any other doctrine? You know what I'm saying? Any other, like, say you learn the truth, you come into the truth and you wanna put two and two together with somebody else is starting to, teach or whatever. Not saying that you're getting into it, but saying you want to understand it. This is how you're going to understand it. This is the Lord is saying, this is how you should understand doctrine. I'm gonna read it again from the top. Whom shall he teach knowledge, and whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. Now, first thing a lot of our people got to understand, before I get into the topic of the night, is that you have to understand what's going on in reality first. You know what I'm saying? Like, what in everyday living, like a lot of our people like to take the Bible and use it as motivation or inspiration. When the Bible is telling you real things that are, it's prophesying the things that's going to happen in different generations. These things have come to pass. The Bible is a history book. When you translate Bible from Greek, it's biblios, and biblios means book of records. So these things actually happen. A lot of our people take these things just like the wisdom and try to use it as motivation, inspiration, getting bright ideas, or self-control. You supposed to use it for that, but also it's the reality in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to take off the witchcraft and thinking that the Bible is not real. You got to take the Bible. You got to take the Bible for what it is. So I'm gonna read the next verse. For precept must be upon precept, upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little. You know what I'm saying? Precept upon precept, precept upon precept. That it's saying it twice because it's very important. Like, you have to put two and two together. To make a long story short, that's what it's saying. Put two and two together. Precept upon precept, precept upon precept. Here a little and there a little, line upon line. So you got to put two and two together. I'm gonna kick it off like this. From the New Testament. This is a description of Christ in Revelation. The book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 13. It gives a clear description of Christ. Clear description. And like the Christian church like to say, like, Christ he's a spirit. It don't matter what color he is. But the scripture gives a clear description on Christ. You know, he was a man that walked the face of the earth. He was born from Mary. You know, he was a real man. So you got to take off the imagination. You know, like you can't just take the Bible and use it for your own inspiration, your own motivation, you know, and your own, self-righteous. You can't do that. You got to take the Bible for what it's worth. And the reality of the Bible is that Christ was a black man from the tribe of Judah on a mission to save his people. You know, to be the savior for his people. Now, a lot of these Christians out here don't want to face the music. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to wake up to reality. They don't want to say, well, Christ was a black man and a revolutionary. You know, they don't want to say that because all they care about is getting blessed. They don't care about living righteous. You know, but we're going to get into it. So the book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 13. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle. Now, this is talking about Christ, like just what your eye see. You know what I'm saying? It's talking about his gear, what he had on. He had on a golden girdle. You know, he had a garment down to the foot, hardcore. It was about that priest life, man. He was about his father's business everywhere he went. You know what I'm saying? He had priest-like attire on, a garment down to the foot. That's what we wear every day to camp. You know what I'm saying? Well, every Sabbath day to camp. That's what the priests wear, a garment. You know what I'm saying? Covering their body. You know what I'm saying? With a girdle. You know what I'm saying? A girdle is damn near like a war belt. You know what I'm saying? They got it in action films. Batman. You know what I'm saying? Batman with his little belt. He got a rope on the belt that shoot from the belt all the way across to a building. You know what I'm saying? So you know, I ain't gotta break it all the way down. Cops. You know what I'm saying? What's around a cop's waist? You know what I'm saying? One of them action belts. You know what I'm saying? A girdle, you know what I'm saying? That's what Christ had around his waist. A girdle. That girdle could hold a sword. You know what I'm saying? Back in the ancient times. A girdle could hold a sword or a dagger if necessary. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be no dead horse. We're gonna keep it running. Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool. Now, this is very important right here. It say his head and his hairs were white being the color, like wool being the texture. Now, what race of people on the face of the earth have woolly like texture hair? Gotta be black people, man. You know what I'm saying? Let a black man hit his 60s. You know what I'm saying? Late 60s, early 70s. You're gonna see gray hairs all around that man's head. Or let a young black man be stressed out in his early 30s. You know what I'm saying? He gonna have a head of gray hairs. You know what I'm saying? So this is talking about Christ's hair. You know what I'm saying? His physical features. You know what I'm saying? It's getting deeper into his physical features now. He had woolly like hair. Nobody else on the face of the earth besides Negroes got woolly like hair. Now, if you want to say Africans got woolly like hair, they don't have woolly like hair. They got spiderweb hair. You know what I'm saying? They got bird's nest. You know, they ain't got the woolly like hair, man. We got that right hair. You know, a whole industry is built off of Negroes' hair. You know what I'm saying? The Africans make a braiding shop, and the Asians make a hair store off of our hair. They got businesses off of our hair. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it running a little bit more. And his eyes were as a flame of fire. Hey, Officer Ron, can you tell me why his eyes were as a flame of fire? You got a scripture to prove? They said they tried to label him as a wine bibber. And let me know where you got this scripture. I'm gonna go on it a little more. They tried to label Christ as a wine bibber. They tried to say he was a drunk. You know what I'm saying? Just because, all right, I'm gonna put it like this. If you check out a Negro, like a black man at a party or something, check him out at a party, and he getting some Henny in his system, or he getting some Cavassier in his system, you know, or he getting that real good strong drink in his system. after about the third cup, his eyes start getting red. You know what I'm saying? Like his eyes gonna let you know where he at. You know, you got that scripture? Hey, read it strong for me.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 11, verse 19. The Son of Man came eating and drinking, and they say, behold, a man gluttonous and a winebibber.
They say the Son of Man came eating and drinking. A glutton, they tried to label him as a gluttonous and a winebibber, man. You know what I'm saying? Because Christ's eyes was red because he liked to drink wine, man. Ain't nothing wrong with drinking wine. Christians will tell you, oh, they out there doing that, smoking and drinking. Something wrong with smoking. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we are against smoking. The laws speak against smoking. You know, you smoking a cigarette, you smoking weed, you smoking, you know, that chemical combustion you're doing and you putting it in your body, man, the Lord is against that. The Lord is not with that. With you smoking weed, smoking crack, popping pills, you know what I'm saying? I don't need to be the dead horse and go on that. You know, but to stay on topic, man, ain't nothing wrong with drinking. You know what I'm saying? Having a little drink or two, nothing wrong with that. You know, being around your boys, you know, turning up with your boys, ain't nothing wrong with that, long as you ain't getting drunk outside your mind. Now, Christ, the greatest man to ever walk the face of the earth,
Right.
You know what I'm saying, had red eyes because he liked to drink. You know what I'm saying? Now, I gotta put a goddamn spin in this, man. Why are they labeling our king as a white boy, you know what I'm saying, with blue eyes? Why is they doing that? When the scripture says his eyes were red, was as a flame of fire. You know what I'm saying? His eyes were as a flame of fire. Now, flame, you can automatically associate that with red. You know what I'm saying? A flame. You know what I'm saying? Think about it, a flame. This whole book is metaphorical. You know what I'm saying? Poetic. Now, this on this account is saying, is giving a description of Christ, is saying his eyes was as a flame of fire. You know what I'm saying? Why is it saying, well, why the Christian church portraying the image of his eyes as an ocean? You know what I'm saying? Why is that? Why is that? Because our oppressors, they do what they want to do, man. They get you to believe whatever they want you to believe. You know, our oppressors, which is the white man that the Bible speaks of, you know what I'm saying, is the oppressor on the face of the earth. He's oppressing us. He's been oppressing us since the beginning of America. You know what I'm saying? And he does what he wants to do in society. He puts out what he wants to put out. You know what I'm saying? He regulates whatever he wants to regulate. Now, this ain't nothing new. You know, they in slavery, they was teaching the Bible. Now, since they run a religion, they can put up the image of Christ that they want to put out. You know what I'm saying? So they putting up the image of him as a white man with blue eyes. This make me mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't express to you how mad it makes me, because it's like a whole lie. If you can understand the milk, something small, if you can be weaned from the milk, you can understand a little bit more of what's going on in our communities. You know what I'm saying? Why homosexuality is running rapid. You know what I'm saying? Why our men are getting locked up. You can start to understand that. But if you can't understand basic things like the color of our king, then you're in trouble, man. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say it, but you know, you buttholing onto the white man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna get a little bit more on it, then we're gonna rock, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take it from the top. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire. Verse 15. And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace. You know what I'm saying? Fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace. This is talking about his skin now. Now, I know my feet, same color as my hands, forearms, triceps, biceps, neck, forehead. You know what I'm saying? The same color as my feet. The color of my feet is the same color as my whole body. You know what I'm saying? So if they saying his feet was like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace. If you put anything in a furnace, it's going to come out black. So fine brass, like let's use this analogy. If you take a penny and you put a penny inside of a furnace, You know what I'm saying? That's the color of Christ. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of brown, a black he was. That's the color of Christ right there for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get a little bit more on it. We're gonna keep rocking. And his voice as the sound of many waters. Now, right off top, I'm gonna kick it right with you. Like, Negroes in their nature, they have a loud voice. If they talking about something passionate, I say they talk about the Rockets versus the Lakers, or they talking about the Rockets versus Cleveland or something, you would swear they'll be about to box. You know what I'm saying? You would swear they'll be about to throw hands. They finna get down like, but they just speaking normal. That's how they speak. If they talking about cars, it could be cars, Camaro versus the Challenger. Nah, that Challenger got the edge. Nah, the Camaro, that's where it's at around the curve. I'm rocking with this. I'm rocking with that. That's how Negroes talk. They talk loud. It ain't no shame in Negro speech. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people consider that to be rude. You know what I'm saying? Like a black man entering into a place of business and he's just speaking loud and he's speaking with authority or he's speaking with some bass. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people think that he's rude because of his speech. You know what I'm saying? How he's presenting his words. So a lot of people think that's rude. But our king had a voice of many waters, man. You know what I'm saying? Our king had a voice that would reach you. He spoke to multitudes. At one time, he spoke to 5,000 people and fed 5,000 people. You know what I'm saying? You know how loud you would have to project your voice to speak to that many people. But our king, he's the king over the whole earth. You know what I'm saying? First Israel, and everybody else just gonna fall in line. But that's the description on Christ right there in the New Testament. So just like Isaiah 28 and 9 and 10, precept must be upon precept. So we're gonna jump to Daniel chapter 10, verse 5 and 6 in the Old Testament. Just to back up what we brought out in Revelation. So we're gonna follow to Daniel real quick. Bear with me 1 second. Get there. It's just there. Now, this is the book of Daniel, chapter 10, verse 5. Then I lift up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a certain man clothed in linen, whose loins were girded with fine gold of UPKs. You know what I'm saying? Just like that golden girdle that Revelation spoke about, Daniel speak about it too. Is loins. Loins is your midsection. You know what I'm saying? You want to say that's you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say you're nuts. I'm gonna keep it real, keep it G with you, but not necessarily saying that. You can say the midsection of your body. It's talking about the abdomen part, the abdomen part. That's what it's talking about. Just like how I brought it up, precept must be upon precept, line upon line, here a little, there a little. We'll keep rocking. Verse 6. His body also like the beryl, and his face as the appearance of lightning. And it's talking about Christ here, man. You know what I'm saying? It's talking about his countenance. You ever seen a good analogy would to be like this, like a cat that just got out of jail. Well, I ain't gonna say a cat that just got out of jail, but a cat with striking countenance. Like you can look at him and know that he don't play that. Not to play with him. Not to go over there and joke around with him, because how his aura is sitting in his countenance. Not to go over there and joke with him. He ain't rocky like that. So this is saying like Christ, like you see lightning strike, you ain't really trying to look at lightning like that. Like lightning is fearful. It's a fearful thing. So looking at Christ is the same way. Like, you ain't like lightning is not to be played with. Christ ain't to be played with. That's that's how his countenance was, his appearance, his facial appearance. What I'm saying? That's what it's talking about. I'm gonna read it again from the top because that's beautiful, man, about our king. His body also like the beryl, and his face as the appearance of lightning, and his eyes as lamps of fire. You know what I'm saying? How it was saying eyes were as a flame of fire. His, you know what I'm saying? It's saying like his eyes as a lamp of fire now. You know what I'm saying? Precept upon precept. This is a precept. Daniel chapter 10, verse 5 and 6 is a precept for Revelation chapter 1, verse 13 through 15. You know what I'm saying? Backs it up right there. And this is the Old Testament that I'm reading from. You know what I'm saying? A lot of Christians like the New Testament this, you know what I'm saying? New Testament that. Okay, I just read from the New Testament about the appearance of our king. You know what I'm saying? And you know his apparel and everything. You know, same thing in Daniel. You know, so what is he now? Is he still a floating around spirit? You know, or what is it? He got to be a man. You know, he got to be a man. A lot of Christians love to say that he's a spirit. He's a spirit. He's all colors. How can you be all colors, man? You know what I'm saying? I never seen a man on the face of the earth that was all colors. You know, green, red, yellow, orange. I ain't never seen a man that had all colors on him. That's crazy, bro. I'm telling you, Christianity forces you to use your imagination. We're gonna keep rocking, man. And his eyes as lamps of fire, and his arms and his feet like in color to polished brass. You know what I'm saying? It's like line for line right there. You know what I'm saying? Like that's exactly what Revelations was saying. And I ain't gonna even say in different words. It's almost word for word. It's just wording different. Like, you know, the words are just placed different. But that's, man, it's right there. It backs up Revelation right there, man. You know what I'm saying? Those are two accounts on the appearance or the description of Christ, man. So he's not just a spirit that's roaming around the earth. You know what I'm saying? He is an actual man, had an actual body, you know, and had a nationality, man. He was from the tribe of Judah. You know, and matter of fact, I'm gonna finish this and then I'm gonna start sliding to the next thing, man. And the voice of his words, like the voice of a multitude. You know what I'm saying? Like how I said in Revelations, his voice was like his voice as the voice of, you know, many waters. You know, like of many people. Now it's saying like of many people. When a lot of people come together and they start hollering, you know what I'm saying? That carries, you know what I'm saying? That creates a vibration in the atmosphere. It's like, golly, you know, like it's overwhelming. It becomes overwhelming. So Christ's voice was loud, man. Imagine 50 people chanting something at one time. That's the voice of Christ. I mean, like Christ had a voice that, you know, could kind of match that amplitude. You know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to say, that pitch of like 50 people, man. You know what I'm saying? The voice of a multitude, man. A loud voice, man. He was not like the scripture said. He had the appearance, like his face as the appearance of lightning, and the voice, you know, the voice of a multitude. Like, come on now, come on, man. Let me show you this, man. This right here, man. This cat right here, man. This Seizure Bonjour. You know what I'm saying? This is Seizure Bonjour. This white, homosexual, effeminate man. You know what I'm saying? This is who you are looking up to, man. You blacks, Native Indians, and Hispanics. This is who you are looking up to in the Christian church, man. This is who you are looking for your salvation from. You know what I'm saying? You are adjusting your spirit to be feminine. You know what I'm saying? Our king had a loud voice, man. Our king had red eyes. Our king had black skin just like you. And you're looking up to this homosexual, man. This effeminate character. This submissive, passive submissive character, man. You know what I'm saying? For your salvation. Man, you should look in the mirror, man. That tells something about you. know what I'm saying? I can't just put the blame on my people like that, because the pastors, man, these Christian pastors are filthy, greedy dogs, man. They only care about themselves. They only care about seeing themselves in a new jet. You know what I'm saying? Socializing with other people that's doing the same thing, man. They don't care about the flock. You know what I'm saying? That if you're looking up to the white Jesus, man, it's 2019, man. It's gonna be 2020. You're looking up to the white Jesus to save you, man. You know what I'm saying? You're putting on this emasculated spirit, you know what I'm saying, to live in this society. You know, man, look, that's not what our king died for, man. That's not what our king stood for. That's not how our king was, man. If you following after Christ, man, you need to get in the I.S.U.P.K and learn the spirit that you need to have to reap salvation. You know what I'm saying? To earn salvation, you know, to be righteous, to fight this wicked lifestyle. Or guess what? You're gonna be a homosexual before you know it, man. Because this fake, you know what I'm saying, this fake Christ right here, this imposter, you know, this Caesar Bonjour is running rapid, man. They're more subtle than anything. That spirit right there, man, to get on you before you even know it. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, you out here, you know what I'm saying, having gay friends, and you know, at the bar taking a shot with gay friends, saying, "Oh, they all right." You know, I know this story. Forget about it, man. You know what I'm saying? Get in the I.S.U.P.K. If you're a black man, Native Indian man, Hispanic man, get in the I.S.U.P.K. and learn the true spirit that you're supposed to have, man. And stop looking up to that white image of Christ like he's gonna save you. If you're in a Christian church, man, your God is the white man. You know, you ain't looking to follow after Christ. You ain't looking at to follow in Christ's footsteps. You ain't trying to be Christ like. You trying to be white man like, oppressor like. You know, you want to put on a suit and tie. You want to talk and have good manners in the workforce. That's what you want to do. You don't want to put on that warrior spirit, man. You know what I'm saying? To truly be righteous. You know what I'm saying? And fight to be righteous. I'll put one more scripture on this topic, then we're gonna rock and roll, man. This is Daniel chapter 7, verse 9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit. Hey, Rome, I got a question for you. Who is the Ancient of Days?
I.S.U.P.K.
YAHANNA? I'm gonna read that again. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit. Got that right. Now, why is that the Most High? Right. He has an account of all the days, the Ancient of Days, like before 2030. You know what I'm saying? Or before 2019, the Most High, he has an account of all the days. You know what I'm saying? So the Ancient of Days did sit there. This right here is giving you a small description of the Most High right here. You know what I'm saying? A small description, but it's a very important point being made in this scripture right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna read it from the top. This is beautiful scripture. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool. Come on now. Come on, man. The Most High got hair like a nigga. You know what I'm saying? If Christ was identified as a nigga, you know what I'm saying? You know the old saying, like father, like son. You know what I'm saying? So that gotta mean the Most High is a black man. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. This is saying that the Most High is a black man. You know, it's saying he got hair like the pure wool. Now I don't know if you people out here watching online, I don't know if you've never seen this painting. You know, I'm a big fan of art. You know, in elementary school, I used to go on field trips, and I used to go to the art museums, and I used to look at the different paintings and everything. Now, one thing I did notice when I was younger, I seen a lot of paintings of so-called angels as, you know, they was white. You know what I'm saying? Covered in them little white little toga robes, extending their hand out to one another, trying to touch each other. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, golly, I even seen one painting of it was supposed to be, you know, God, and he was a white man. Now, for me to find out the truth about the Most High, you know, to find out he's a black man, that's exhilarating. You know what I'm saying? This is priceless right there. You know what I'm saying? You can't compare that to nothing, man. You can't compare that to no Picasso painting. You know what I mean? Like this, it trumps that. You know, it gets realer. It hits home for you because you know what I'm saying. You chasing after white society, like from elementary school, high school to college. You know what I'm saying. They are conditioning you for this white world you got to live in and abide by. You know what I'm saying. You got to have these kind of friends that talk this type of way. You know what I'm saying. Come on, get out of here. Get out of Dodge. You know what I'm saying. To find out that the creator, the Most High, you know what I'm saying, is a black man, and he only care about the 12 tribes of Israel, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Come on, man, that's the best thing to ever want to discover. You know what I'm saying? That's just me speaking now. You know, so I'm just speaking. But yeah, you know, I'm gonna end right there. You know what I'm saying? Christ is a black man. The Most High is a black man. You know what I'm saying? It's the proof is right here in the pudding, man. Right here in this Bible, right here, that Christians got on their dashboards. You know what I'm saying? Christians have all around the house and they don't never read. And what the pastor spanks every Sunday. He hit the Bible about 30 times. You know what I'm saying? He freestyle about his week. You know, he don't tell the people, he don't teach the people how to be righteous. All he do is give a good motivational speech, pass the plate around about 3 times, 4 times. Count the money at the end of the month and see how he can get a jet. You know what I'm saying? But this is the truth right here, man. We're bringing out the truth. Now, I'm gonna slide to the next part that I want to touch upon a little bit. Now, the misconception is this: Christ came and died for everybody. That's the misconception. Christ did not come and die for all nations on the face of the earth. Christ only came and died for the nation of Israel. Hey, find me real quick, Ron. Find me. He'll put the sheep on one side, and the you know what I'm talking about? The scripture I'm paraphrasing.
Put the sheep on one side and the wolves on the other.
Nothing. I think he said the goats on one side. Find that for me. I think he said Matthew. Find that scripture for me. Because that's essential to this. Hey, I'm hold on to that. I'm gonna pull you when I need you for that. But I'm gonna pull this right here. This is very basic. This is basic understanding. You know, these are milk scriptures that I'm priming you to get familiar with. You know what I'm saying? When coming into the truth, you know, just to start waking up a little bit more. You know, because this is true. Like this is reality right here. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, like the world has been taught through Christianity that Christ has came to die for everybody. All you got to do is say, "Forgive me for my sins." You know what I'm saying? When the law, you know what I'm saying, the law was only given to the 12 tribes of Israel. You know what I'm saying? That's what the law was given to. It wasn't given to Ishmaelites. It wasn't given to Moabites. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't given to these other nations on the earth. It was only given to the 12 tribes of Israel. You know, and goddamn, you know what do Chinese people need saving from? They got their land. You know what I'm saying? They got a Chinatown in every city in America. You know, Africans, they got their land. You know, they come over here in America and they do business. You know, and America's supposed to be the superpower of the world. You know, they got the military might. But what do niggas got? Niggas got prisons. You know, niggas are put in prisons. Niggas got drugs in their communities. You know what I'm saying? We need saving from prison. We need saving from the drugs and abortion, the homosexuality. You know what I'm saying? That's being forced on us subconsciously. You know, now it's up to Negroes. You know what I'm saying? You know, blacks, Native Indians, and Hispanics to listen to the priests and prophets of the Lord. They're coming to the I.S.U.P.K under commanding General YAHANNA, you know what I'm saying, and do a 360. It's up to you, you know what I'm saying? You play a part in this too. Because when Christ returned, it ain't gonna be no shaking hands and giving out hugs and, you know, kisses and, oh, you was a good person. No, it's gonna be right and wrong, day and night, left and right. You know, it's gonna be, are you righteous or are you not? That's the judgment he is giving out. You gotta learn how to be righteous. Being righteous means keeping all these commandments of the Bible, you know, and it ain't hard to do at all. You know what I'm saying? But we the ones that need saving. You know what I'm saying? Blacks, Native Indians, and Hispanics. Look at what's going on at the border. You know what I'm saying? Look at what's going on in Hispanic communities. You know what I'm saying? How their families are getting broken up. And this is a wake-up call to you Hispanics. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna get worse. How bad do the Lord gotta tempt you? I mean, not tempt you, but show you, you know what I'm saying, that he loves you, that this is for you. You know what I'm saying? How bad do he, what's the measure he gotta go to wake you up, man? You know what I'm saying? You want a horrible tsunami to hit or something like that? All you gotta do is just listen to the priests and prophets of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Of the Lord. All you gotta do is just get into I.S.U.P.K, keep these commandments. You know what I'm saying? Start rocking it out at the feast days. You know what I'm saying? Put your garment on. You know, pass this truth down to the younger generation. Because right now, man, we are under attack. You know what I'm saying? Drugs in our communities. You know what I'm saying? Drugs in our communities. Our young men are homosexual. Our women are getting raped. They're whores. They don't have any kind of manners. They're rude. You know what I'm saying? It's off the chain, man. It's hard. But I'm gonna get into this next scripture, man. The book of Matthew, chapter 1, verse 21. And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Jesus, Yahushua in Hebrew, for he shall save his people from their sins. You know what I'm saying? Basic. That's if I said Matumbo was going to save his people, you automatically off top know that that's Africans. You know what I'm saying? Or if I said Jet Li or Jackie Chan was going to go save his people, or he's doing this for his people, he's doing it for the Asians. You know, if I gave you a description of Christ as a black man, you know, from the tribe of Judah, it have black characteristics, and if I told you he was born to do this for his people, what is that telling you? You know what I'm saying? He died on the cross for his people, man. You know what I'm saying? To give his people another shot at life. You know, let's talking about blacks, Native Indians, Hispanics, man. Negroes are so hard-headed. Negroes, look, this the problem with this. One of the problems with the Negroes, man. You know what I'm saying? With our people, man. They got a pride issue. They love trying to do things their own way and be successful at it. You know what I'm saying? When the way of being successful has already been paid for you. All you got to do is keep these commandments. What's so hard about not eating pork, not eating shrimp, crab, lobster? You know what I'm saying? What's so hard about that? But see, the thing is, niggas got their own idea about doing things. You know what I'm saying? They think that, well, I can do this and I can do that. You know, if I just keep staying motivated, staying inspired, you know, just keep up my work ethic, I can be on top. Yeah, you can be on top, but you know how much you are punishing your people, man. You know what I'm saying? For your selfish acts. You know, we all in this together. We all in the same boat. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. That's one of the problems that's wrong with Negroes, man. You know what I'm saying? Niggas want to do what they want to do, but don't want to do what they need to do. You know what I'm saying? We doing what we need to do, what we supposed to be doing in the I.S.U.P.K. You know what I'm saying? We keeping these laws, man. You know what I'm saying? We keeping these commandments. We keeping the feast days. You know what I'm saying? We teaching the younger generation to do so. You know what I'm saying? To do likewise, man. And stay in the I.S.U.P.K. You know, I ain't gonna be no dead horse, man. You know what I'm saying? We rocking it out tonight, man. I'm reading one more time, brush up on a little bit more. We're gonna jump to the next scripture. And she shall bring forth, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 1, verse 21. And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Jesus, Yahushua in Hebrew, for he shall save his people from their sins. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. The next time you want to smoke a cigarette, the next time you want to fire up a blunt, the next time you want to deal drugs to your people, man, think about why Christ died. You know what I'm saying? Did Christ die for you to be a drug dealer? Did Christ die for you to be a drug addict? Did Christ die for you to be a whore, a slut, a prostitute? Christ did not die for that. And on a daily basis, hourly basis, you always calling out for him. Lord this, Lord that, my back, this, that. You know what I'm saying? But you won't make a sacrifice for him. You won't make the slightest sacrifice for the greatest man to ever walk the face of the earth. You won't make the slightest sacrifice. You won't put down a cigarette. You won't make an attempt to stop smoking cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? You won't do that. You won't make an attempt to stop being a whore. You know that the moment you to try to make an attempt is when you crossed a priest in the I.S.U.P.K. You know what I'm saying? You commit yourself to really trying to stop breaking a habit, you know what I'm saying, to try to do something for your people. You're gonna run into a man in the I.S.U.P.K. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna catch us on a Saturday, you know what I'm saying, more likely. And we're gonna be teaching exactly what you're going through, the affliction you're going through. And it's up to it's up to you to make that conscious decision right then and there to grab a flyer and say, well, I need y'all help because I can't do this by myself. You know what I'm saying? Because you're trying to do it for the Lord. You know, but if you just still if you want to be wicked, if you want to be the coolest guy on the block, you know what I'm saying? If you want to have all the fly gear, all the money, all the whores, you know, sluts, prostitutes, you know, have that fame for 5 years, keep doing what you're doing, man. The Lord, when he come back, he's going to reward you if you ain't already dead, you know, because you're harming your people, man. Would you want somebody making a whore out of your daughter? You know, would you want somebody selling your son X pills? Would you want somebody molesting your daughter? You know what I'm saying? Turning your son out? Absolutely not, man. Why are you doing this to somebody else's son and daughter? You know, you should really think about that. Really think about what you're doing, how it's affecting families. You know, how that he might bring that drug into the family, and he got 2 more people doing it. His little sister doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because she see him doing it. Because there's no father in the household. She see the big brother doing it. Now well, big brother run the block. Well, he run the house. You know, he's the man of the house. Now she's doing it. Now, you know, think about that, man. You know, that it doesn't profit you. I mean, it profits you a little bit, but it's not a righteous game. You know, it's a wicked game, man. And that the Lord he's gonna hold that against you, man. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna pay for that, whether you like it or not. Now, the best advice I can give you is log into these classes. You know what I'm saying? Get in contact with a priest and officer of I.S.U.P.K Houston camp, man. And he will give you the best counsel. You know what I'm saying? The best counsel you can ever dream of, or what you need in that time frame. You know what I'm saying? And guide you on how to become righteous. You know what I'm saying? Or how to put that wicked way away. You know, let me get back here with that hand, man. Because Christ, he ain't died. He ain't died for you to be destroying your people. I hate to go in on it, but I had to. You know, Spirit took over. So I'm gonna jump in Matthew 15 and 24. A few more scriptures, man. We rocking and we rolling. All right. The book of Matthew, chapter 15, verse 24. But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Now I'm gonna go back a little bit further. We're gonna get some context on it. Rome, you still holding what I got? All right, cool. I'm sorry, Christ. All right, so we're gonna go back to 21. The book of Matthew, chapter 15, verse 21. Then Jesus went thence and departed into the coast of Tyre and Sidon. Verse 22. And behold, a woman of Canaan came out of the same coast and cried unto him, saying, have mercy on me, O Lord, thou son of David, my daughter is grievously vexed with the devil. Now, this is a heathen woman coming to Christ and asking him to perform a miracle for her daughter. You know what I'm saying? So this is a heathen woman. Now, a lot like I said before, this topic that we brushing up on now is that Christ, he didn't come to save everybody, man. He only came for the 12 tribes of Israel. Now, in this context, he's calling them sheep. You know what I'm saying? He's calling them sheep. Now, it's going to explain itself now. Verse 23, but he answered her not a word. And his disciples came and besought him, saying, send her away, for she cried after us. Verse 24, but he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. You know what I'm saying? So the whole Bible is about the 12 tribes of Israel. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna go back to Genesis so we can understand who we're talking about, how Israel became about. Because a lot of people like this, the New Testament too. A lot of people say, well, that's done away with. You know what I'm saying? Or Gentiles this, Gentiles that. But in this exact context, it's talking about Israel. You know what I'm saying? It's written in word, it's written in red. So that means it's coming off of Christ's lips. You know what I'm saying? Our Savior's lips, our King lips. It's coming off his lips, man. You know what I'm saying? The lost sheep of the house of Israel. So I'm gonna go back to Genesis real quick. And I'm finna this is who Israel is, you know what I'm saying? All the way back to Genesis. And we in Matthew right now. So this the book of Genesis, chapter 32, verse 24. And Jacob was left alone, and there wrestled with a man with him until the breaking of the day. And when he saw that he had prevailed not against him, he touched the hollow of his thigh, and the hollow of Jacob's thigh was out of joint as he wrestled with him. Now, this is talking about Jacob. You know, Isaac had two sons, you know what I'm saying? Jacob and Ishmael, you know, so it's talking about Jacob now. You know, Jacob is wrestling with an angel. Jacob wants a blessing from this angel. So he's wrestling with an angel until he gets the blessing. He's wrestling all day with this angel. Verse 26, and he said, let me go, for the day breaketh. And he said, I will not let thee go except thou bless me. Verse 27, and he said unto him, what is thy name? And he said, Jacob. Verse 28, and he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel. For as a prince hast thou power with God and with men, and has prevailed. You know what I'm saying? So this is how Israel became about. Jacob's name was changed from Jacob to Israel. You know what I'm saying? And he became the progenitor of the 12 tribes of Israel. You know, now we got the history, you know what I'm saying? We got the facts to show you who the 12 tribes of Israel are. You know what I'm saying? It's blacks, Native Indians, Hispanics, you know, West Indians, Negroes, Guatemalans, Haitians, Cubans, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna call for another class, you know. But we got the truth to show you who Israel is. But back to the context, you know, he said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. You know what I'm saying? Christ said, I ain't come for no heathen. I ain't come to save no heathen or fix no heathen's problem. You know what I'm saying? I came to fix the house of Israel problem. I came to get my people. You know what I'm saying? And to this day, it still applies. You know what I'm saying? That's what we are out here doing Saturday. You know what I'm saying? On the day we're supposed to be resting, we out there going to get our people, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what we love. This is what we love. We love this truth. So we're going to go and get our people, man. You know what I'm saying? We're going to teach blacks, Native Indians, Hispanics their true identity. We're going to teach them, you know what I'm saying, that Christ ain't no white boy like the Christian image church. You know, the Christian church like to portray the image of him. You know what I'm saying? We're going to teach the truth. You know, hey, read that what you got for me, what I asked you to pull for.
God. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 25, verse 32. And before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divided sheep from the goats.
Now hold up. What's the account you reading from? What chapter is that? The book and chapter?
Matthew chapter 25.
Now this is the book of Matthew, chapter 25, man. You know what I'm saying? It say when Christ returned, he gonna have all nations. Read it again.
And before him shall be gathered all nations.
Now all nations gonna be gathered before him. And this is what's going to happen when all nations are gathered before him. Continue.
And he shall separate them one from another.
No, he gonna join them all together.
Separate.
He gonna everybody, we are all the same. We are all created equal.
Separate.
He gonna separate them, man. He gonna separate them one from another. He gonna put his people on one side, you know what I'm saying? And he gonna put the other people on the other side. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's gonna be when Christ returns, man. So this is what we need to start rehearsing right now. Instead of joining hand in hand with the white man, instead of trying to love everybody, how about we love our own people? How about we fix our own problems? You know what I'm saying? We need to get what's plaguing the black community out, the hell out of the black community. You know what I'm saying? It's 2019 and we still got weed heads. You know what I'm saying? We still got pill poppers. Niggas buying lean and nodding off on lean. You know you can go to sleep for free. And you over here buying promethazine codeine. You know what I'm saying? You spending $200, $250. I don't know the prices. You know what I'm saying? But you spending all this money on a drug and you can do this for free. You know, I'm working 9 to 5, man. You know, so I get off work, man. I be tired as hell. You know what I'm saying? I'm working 9 to 5, man. I get home, I take my boots off, and I'm going to sleep. I'm nodding off. It's from hard work. You know what I'm saying? Niggas want to live a lifestyle of a drug addict. Come on, man. You addicted, and proud to say it. I'm addicted to codeine. Codeine crazy. Hey, come on, man. This is crazy, man. I don't want my son. I would hate to be a hardworking man, pave the way for my seed to grow up. You know what I'm saying? To be a goddamn drug addict. You know what I'm saying? To not want to work, but want to look for the easy way out. Try to finesse people. Try to, excuse my French, but bullshit people and shit shake people. You know what I'm saying? And get by off of being grimy, you know, and being slick with other people. You know what I'm saying? And just to sip some goddamn purple over sugar drink. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, ain't it? You know what I'm saying? That's ridiculous, man. That's ridiculous. That's silly, man. It's 2019. It's gonna be 2020. Man, we need to get all this garbage out of our communities, man. We need to figure out how we're going to put our money together and get a hospital. You know what I'm saying? How our sons can grow up to fix people. You know what I'm saying? How our daughters can grow up to fix people. You know, how our sons can grow up to be psychiatrists, man. Fix traumas and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Find a cure for goddamn diabetes. You know what I'm saying? That'd be amazing. That 2020, let a black man find the cure for diabetes, man. That'd be off the goddamn chain. And I tell you right now, here in I.S.U.P.K, we got the remedies for diabetes, man. It's simple. Don't eat shrimp. Don't eat crab. Don't eat lobster. Don't eat pork. You know what I'm saying? That's the first start. You change your diet. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be a pediatrician to know that. But read that one more time from the top, man. I got a little sidebar, you know. But yeah, we finna rock and roll on that.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 25, verse 32 and 33. And before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divided his sheep from the goats. Verse 33. And he shall set the sheep on his right hand, but the goats on the left.
Right. Now, in Matthew chapter 15, verse 24, he say, but he answered and said, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel, man. Christ still getting his flock together, man. And guess what? He's using us right now to get the rest of his flock. When the rest of his flock is in stock, and guess what? He gonna return and he gonna put his flock on the right hand, and he gonna put the goats on the left hand. And what is he gonna do? What else he say he gonna do? Right. What else he say? What else he say he gonna do when he come back and he put his sheep on the right side and he put the goats on the left side. Continue reading.
God will come. Verse 34. Then shall the king say unto them on the right hand, Come, ye blessed of my father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world.
Right now, if you're on his right side, man, he say, come and get the kingdom that's prepared for you of the foundation of the world, man. You know what I'm saying? You want to be Christ's sheep, man. You want to not eat shrimp, crab, lobster, and pork. You know what I'm saying? You want to be righteous. Christian church ain't teaching you how to be righteous, man. Christian church teaching you how to have a feminine spirit, how to be a homosexual, man. You know what I'm saying? The pastor, he's a goddamn pimp taking your money every Sunday, man. Every Sunday, he does it faithfully, man. You are sitting in the synagogue of Satan, man. You know what I'm saying? You are learning the philosophy of the white man. That's a philosophy that you're learning. You're not learning the truth. Come learn the truth, man. Come learn how to be righteous, man. Come learn your true identity. You have to learn your true identity again. Because you are putting on a suit and tie and a dress, and you're trying to please the white man. But you need to be trying to please the Most High God, man. You know what I'm saying? You got a blood covenant with him. You need to be learning how to please your father. You're trying to please right now your father, the white man. You know what I'm saying? The oppressor. That's who you're trying to please, man. Trying to show how good of a soft-spoken person you can be. You know what I'm saying? Submissive, passive, submissive person you can be, man. The Lord called you to be an authority of the face of the earth, man. The person right now that's in authority of the earth has raped and robbed your ancestors, man. You know what I'm saying? Made them slaves, beat their backs. You know, it's in your DNA to be a slave now. You know, it's in your DNA to be passive submissive. It's in your DNA to be feminine now as a black man. It's in your DNA now to be aggressive as a black woman, man. But come learn your true identity. You know, the Lord, he's giving you a second chance. Now is the time to be running into the I.S.U.P.K, man, to learn how to be righteous. Because guess what? It's gonna be either you're gonna be gay or without a job. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be going into an interview and being feminine and being weak for no reason. It's just gonna be your second nature. Instead of saying, oh, on Saturdays I cannot work. I have something to do. It's against my culture to work on Saturdays. I cannot work on Saturdays. I cannot shave my beard. You know, you're going to be saying that instead of saying, oh, can I do what you want? You know, that's what you're saying now. You're being passive submissive just to get a goddamn job, man. You know what I'm saying? Sooner or later, that's what it's going to be. Hey, read that last part again.
God will come. Come, ye blessed of my father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world.
Okay. Now read what it's going to tell to the people on the left hand.
God will come. Verse 35. For I was hungry, and ye gave me meat. I was thirsty, and ye gave me drink. I was a stranger, and ye took me in. 36. Naked, and ye clothed me. I was sick, and ye visited me. I was in prison, and ye came unto me.
Now, everything that he's saying right now, that's what the I.S.U.P.K is doing, man. We got prison programs, man. Every Saturday at camp, man, or every Friday at camp, man. We giving out clothes, we giving out food, water. You know what I'm saying? We taking care of our people, man. This is exactly what we're doing to our people, man. We're telling them the truth. We're not patting them on the back with a lie. That's not what we're doing, man. We ain't saying everything gonna be all right. Just keep doing what you're doing. The Lord is with you. Now we saying, man, the Lord gonna kill you. You know what I'm saying? If you keep eating pork, shrimp, crab, lobster. The Lord gonna kill you if you keep sleeping with whores. You know what I'm saying? You thinking that's cool. The Lord saying that is wicked. You know what I'm saying? He's saying you are putting in your hand to help destroy my people. That's what the Lord is saying. You know, and we are telling our people that, man, because we love them so goddamn much, man. Continue reading.
Verse 37. Then shall the righteous answer him, saying, Lord, when we saw thee and hungered, and fed thee, or thirsty, and gave thee drink. 38. When we saw thee a stranger, and took thee in, or naked, and clothed thee, or when we saw thee sick, or in prison, and came unto thee. Verse 40. And the king answered, shall answer and say unto them, Verily, I say unto you, insomuch as ye have done unto me one of the least of these my brethren, ye have done it unto me.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 41.
Hold on. Verse 41. All right, yeah, now read verse 41. That's where it's at. Uh-huh.
Then shall he say also unto them on the left hand, Depart from me.
He gonna say, join with the right.
Depart from me.
He gonna say, we all created equal.
Depart from me.
He gonna say, well, we all got the same red blood.
Depart from me.
Well, we all human.
Depart from me.
Nobody can be perfect.
Depart from me.
He's gonna say, depart from me. I never knew you. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna say, depart from me. He's gonna tell the other nations, you know, the nations that's not of the nation of Israel, man, depart from me. He's looked right now. We are getting the rest of Christ's flock, man. You know what I'm saying? We're going out there. We're teaching the northern kingdom. We're teaching at the same time. We're teaching the southern kingdom. We're teaching blacks, Native Indians, and Hispanics that they are God's chosen people, man. You know what I'm saying? That is what we are doing. We're getting the rest of this sheep. You know, we're out here finishing the job. You know what I'm saying? Getting the lost sheep of the house of Israel. You know what I'm saying? We ain't out here saying everybody can be saved. We ain't out here saying let's go get some Africans. You know what I'm saying? Let's go be friends with Moab. You know, Chinese people, Arabs. We ain't saying that. Nah, we saying this family business, man. You know what I'm saying? That nigga that's on the corner under a bridge, they got a heroin addiction or crack addiction. That's my brother, man. Let me go tell him what the Lord said. You know what I'm saying? Let me go tell him what kind of blessing what kind of true blessing he got, man. Your Christian pastor don't care about the homeless man under a bridge, man, that got addiction. You know what I'm saying? He don't care about him. He tell him to get a job, man. But he don't know his story. He won't sit down with him and hear his story, hear what he got to say, what things went wrong, and try to fix it. But that's what we doing, though. You know what I'm saying? We getting the lost sheep, man. You know what I'm saying? We going out there. We getting our people, man. We ain't for no other nation. You know what I'm saying? We ain't for no Chinese people. I don't care. You can't tell. I don't give a damn if 1 billion things was made in China, man. You know what I'm saying? China is beneath me. China is beneath my people. You know what I'm saying? I'll take the least of my men. I mean, the least of the one of the brothers I got out here, man. I'd rather choose him than to go and be a friend with a Chinese man, nigga that can't even see.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Get me in a car accident. And I'm paralyzed for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather choose one of my brothers. You know what I'm saying? Help him out. I'd rather put $2 in his pocket, man. Here you go, man. All you gotta do is ask. You got it. You know what I'm saying? Is there any more on that, man? Yeah, read the last little bit that you got on there.
Depart from me, ye cursed, into everlasting fire, prepared for the devil and his angels.
You know what I'm saying? It's like the Chinese people, man. You Chinese people, you Arabs, man, y'all got your own gods. You know what I'm saying? Got our people following after y'all gods, man. You know what I'm saying? You devils too, you deceivers too, man. Got niggas thinking that they are Muslim. You know what I'm saying? Got niggas thinking that karate, you know what I'm saying, and worshiping Buddha is the way of living. No, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? You're going into everlasting fire. You ain't saying, oh, you the true, don't do that. You're the true children of Israel. You ain't saying that. You're encouraging them to follow after your gods, man. You know, if you had any kind of self-respect, or if you had any kind of morality, true morality, you know, you would be telling the true people of God who they really are in their lowest state, but you're not doing it. No, so let me get this last scripture, man, because we rocking and rolling pretty tough tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna flip to Deuteronomy 7 and 6, man. A very classic scripture, man, that stands out the most. One of the scriptures that stand out the most to me, man. Now, this, you know what I'm saying? This, again, this backs up to show you that the, the Lord our God, you know what I'm saying, the Most High, you know, he ain't for all this. Just like Christ, Christ said he wasn't for all nations. You know what I'm saying? He ain't come to save all nations. He only came for the 12 tribes of Israel. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is the Old Testament. The Lord, this is what the Lord got to say about it. You know what I'm saying? This the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Come on, man. Come on, man. This in the Bible. This is in the Bible for you so-called Christians, you know what I'm saying? You Negroes out there, you know what I'm saying, that's out here trying to love all nations, trying to love everybody. Man, love your goddamn own people, man. You know what I'm saying? Love that nigga that's under the bridge, man. They got a heroin addiction. Man, when you see him, help him out. Try to help him out. Throw him a pair of socks or something. You know what I'm saying? You never know how that might affect him. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he might start changing and start thinking that somebody care about him. Maybe he grew up in a horrible environment that nobody ever showed him true love. Nobody ever listened to him. Maybe if you just give him your ear, you know, and then, you know, see what he really needs, like some socks or something, give him a shirt. You might change that man's life. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? We do that every week here in the I.S.U.P.K, man. Here in the I.S.U.P.K, we listen to what our people are going through, man. Because guess what? I'm no different. I mean, the only thing that's different about me and the man, you know, that's under the bridge, you know, is I'm keeping the commandments. I could be in the same position. You know, Lord can take everything from me overnight just to test me and see what I'm going to do. Still keep the commandments. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? I got brotherhood to fall on, man. If I'm in any position like that, I got a brother I can call and I can lean on him, man. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? The brother under the bridge, if he get into this body and he start keeping the commandments, start wearing all black, doing this 90 days, you know what I'm saying? And he make his transformation into being the man who the Lord want him to be, he gonna have brothers to lean on too, man. You know what I'm saying? He gonna have a place to stay. He gonna have a place to lay his head at. You know what I'm saying? He gonna always have a hot meal. He ain't gonna never go hungry, man. You know what I'm saying? Just because he's doing what the Lord want him to do. You know what I'm saying? Now with that, man, I'm Priest and Officer Yeshaya, you know, doing the I.S.U.P.K Houston Thursday night scripture breakdown class. You know what I'm saying? And filling in for Priest and Officer Shalom. With that, I'm gonna pass the class over to Priest and Officer Ron with the security announcements.
We are the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Room for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They're to be saluted only. They're here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is the commandment, out of the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10, means tenth in the Hebrew, Mayasharah, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations is the Feast of Dedication, which is Hanukkah, which is the 25th day of the 9th month by the space of 8 days, which is Friday, December 20th, 2019, for 8 days, out of the book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 4, verse 52 through 61. If anyone wants to become a trooper in the school to start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, or scarf, And these are security announcements.
Oh, one more thing before we go. You know, I encourage every brother and sister, Black, Native, Indian, Hispanic in the Houston area to check out the Passover. You know, it's coming up this next year. You know what I'm saying? It's in April. Check out I.S.U.P.K Houston Facebook or I.S.U.P.K Houston Instagram for further details. And with that, I'm gonna say shalom.